Okay, we're to solve this equation. We have x plus 1 inside of parentheses. It's just called, you would read that as quantity x plus 1 to the 3 over 2 power minus 2 equals 25. Okay, now what you want to do is replace that quantity with just a single variable. Let's use h. So it's h to the 3 over 2 power minus 2 equals 25. Then we're going to set up a table over here. There's going to be at the most 2 answers. Okay, at the most. Some of these have 1, some of them have 2. You'll see why here in a bit, I hope. Okay. So you use linear properties, you add the 2. And by the way, over on your table, put x plus 1, because that will come back in, because we're solving for x. So add 2, we're at 27. So we have h to the 3 halves power, 3 over 2 equals 27. Now, what we're going to do to get rid of the 3 halves power is just put a times and then reciprocate that to 2 over 3. Just flip it. And that cancels because it's a power. That makes 1, so it's just h. And we put a 2 over 3 power over here. So h equals. Now, go to your root sheet. And you're going to circle the 27 and the 3. Now, one thing I want you to put on your root sheet to help you on this assignment. The even roots are positive or negative because it could be the positive or the negative. The odd roots, don't put that. Even a 4, you put positive, negative, flip over to the back. 5th, you wouldn't put that. 6, positive or negative. So we have a 3 on the bottom, so we're going to look at the cube roots. Okay, so these don't have the positive, negative. It's just going to be the one number. So the cube root of 27 is 3. So you're going to cross that out and put 3. So you have 3 to the second power. Okay, so 3 to the second power is 9. Now remember, we looked at the 3 list, so that's not a positive, negative. So if it's not a positive or a negative list, you delete that side because you're not going to use the negative. You're just going to use 9, and then you minus 1, x equals 8. Okay. Next one, same idea, 3 quantity x plus 1 to the 2/3 power equals 12. So we're going to replace that with h. So h has a multiplier of 3, and then it's to the 2/3 power equals 12. Then after I've replaced that, I make a table, and I put x plus 1. Okay, just put it on both sides. If we're going to cross out the right side, we'll do it later. Okay, so linear properties, we have this times 3, so we would divide each side by 3 first before you worry about the power. So h to the 2/3 power equals 4, and then you take both sides to the 3 over 2 power to cancel out the 2/3 power. So now we're looking at the 2 list. So the 2 list has a positive or negative, okay? So you're going to want to put that down first. See, last problem I was on the 3 list, those don't have. The even could be positive or negative. So a square root of 4 is 2. So you get rid of that, and you put 2, and then you have 2 to the 3rd power. Now you're still going to have the positive, negative. 2 to the 3rd power is 8. So now you're going to use both sides of the table. You're going to have 8 and negative 8. So minus 1, that's 7. Minus 1, that's negative 9. Okay. So there's 2 different solutions. Okay, I got 4 more here. So replace your quantity with h, so it's variable h to the 3 halves power plus 3 equals 11. So I make my table and I put x minus 4 on each side. So you're going to get rid of your 3 with a minus 3, and that's 8. H to the 3 over 2 power equals 8. Then you get rid of your 3 over 2 by multiplying it by 2 over 3. Then you just put a 2 over 3 on that side. You don't multiply anything on that side because there was no exponent. It would be a 1, but 1 times 2/3 is 2/3. Okay, now you're looking at the cube root of 8. So cube roots, we do not put the positive, negative, so we can delete this side because it's only going to be the single answer. So the cubed root of 8 is 2. So you have 2 to the second power, and that's 4. So it's just 4. So then I add 4, and I get 8 for my lone answer. Okay, next one. 4. So it's h, so 4h to the 2/3 power equals 36. So I put 3x minus 3 on each side. Okay, so I'm going to divide by 4, and that's 9. Then you would take it to the 3, put a 3 over 2 and a 3 over 2 there. 3 over 2 will cancel out the 2 over 3. Okay, now let's get rid of this. Now it's 2, so you're on your positive negative. And then the square root of 9 is 3. So it's 3, but it still has a 3rd power. So we have to take 3 to the 3rd power. 3 to the 3rd power is 27. Okay, so that 3 on top will still go there. That's the square root of 9, then a 3. So you could have 27 or the negative 27, because the radical you looked up was an even. So plus 3, that's 30. So 3 times x would equal 30. Then I divide by 3, and I get 10. Then I add 3, that's negative 24. Divide by 3, x equals negative 8. Okay, 10 and negative 8. Okay, next one. 5 times 3x to the 1/4 power equals 10. Okay. So we rewrite the equation. 5 times h to the 1/4 power equals 10. And then we put 3x plus 1 and 3x plus 1. Okay. Now you divide each side by 5. Okay. And h to the 1/4 power equals 2. Now you take it to the 4 over 1 power. Now here's the thing. The 4 over 1 power, if you have a 1 on the bottom, there's no such thing as a 1 root. You just get rid of it, okay? This would not, since I got rid of the bottom, this would not have a positive negative. It would just be 2 to the 4th, which is 16, so we don't need this other list, okay? Just 16. So I minus 1, that would be 15. Divide each side by 3, and that is 5, okay? Now, last one. Now let's say this is on both sides. Well, we don't need to use the h, okay? We really don't. We're going to cancel out both the powers with a 2 over 1. And if I do a 2 over 1 here, that just cancels, and now I have just an equation where I use linear properties. I don't need the table because we were able to cancel out both sides, okay? So I would just minus 4x, that'd be 3x plus 6 equals 9. Then I minus 6 to get 3. Divide by 3, and I get 1 for my solution. Okay, so a couple oddballs in that last one. Okay. I think the rest of them should go pretty